Whenever I ate the food my mother cooked, a strange number would appear before my eyes, but I ordered takeout, or ate at a restaurant, the number never appeared. Only my mother's cooking caused it to happen. Every time I ate her food, the number would decrease by 1. I went to the hospital for a checkup, but doctors found nothing wrong. It wasn't until I ate my mother's cooking again that I realized this was not an illusion. That night, I dreamed of my father, who had already passed away. He told me the number was a countdown to my mother's life. Once it reached 0, she would leave me forever. Before disappearing, my father reminded me that fate could still be changed. After waking up, I kept his words deep in my heart. To save my mother, I decided I would never eat her cooking again. But my mother thought I still hadn't gotten over losing my brother. Back then, she made my brother eat breakfast before work, so he rushed out in a hurry, and something terrible happened. I blamed my mother for what happened. She apologized to me with guilt, and begged me to take care of myself and eat properly. That was also the day I saw the number for the first time. Because of my father's warning, I did everything I could to stop my mother from entering the kitchen, and took her out to eat every day. But not long after, my mother started worrying about the expenses, and wanted to cook for me again. With no other choice, I decided to apply to the university farthest from home. As long as I stayed far away from my mother, I would never eat her cooking again. Soon, I was accepted into that university, but my mother wasn't happy. Because I was the only family she had left, I didn't want to leave, but the number had already dropped to 138. 15 years later, after settling down in another city, I was diagnosed with stomach cancer. The doctor told me I only had 3 months left to live. At that moment, I no longer wanted to run away, so I returned to my hometown, and stayed by my mother's side. The days that followed were simple but warm. The only thing that kept changing was the number that continued to decrease. Meanwhile, my girlfriend finally told my mother the truth. After learning about my illness, my mother completely broke down. She kept urging me to receive treatment. That night, I finished the last meal my mother ever cooked for me. The number that had followed me for 15 years finally stopped at 1, and I finally agreed to undergo surgery. Before I was pushed into the operating room, my mother held my hand tightly. She kept telling me not to be afraid, but deep inside, I was still terrified. I was afraid I would never wake up again and leave my mother all alone. Luckily, the surgery was a success. I woke up safely. The doctor said it was nothing short of a miracle. After recovering and leaving the hospital, I returned home. The first thing I did was make a bowl of beef soup for my mother. It was the first time I had ever cooked for her. I nervously closed my eyes, afraid the number would reach 0 at that moment. When my mother took the first bite, the number appeared again, but this time, it no longer represented death.